Hello, race fans. How are y'all doing tonight? Welcome to Off Camera TV's coverage of the Sam Maxwell Customs ASRS Truck Series. Tonight we head to NASCAR's backyard, the Charlotte Motor Speedway, for the running of the Sam Maxwell Customs 100. Scheduled distance for tonight's race is 67 laps around this D-shaped 1.5 mile oval here in Concord, North Carolina. I am joined in the booth by Katie.
Hey, how's it going? I am very much ready for this race tonight. I'm excited. I love this car combination with this track. These trucks can slip and slide once you get a little bit of tire wear going on, and these guys really have to concentrate on that. And we've got some good drivers here, so I'm ready to go. Let's get this started.
All right. Looking at, of course, another full field here with the American Sim Racing Series here tonight. 36 trucks will take the green flag here in about 3.5 short minutes. They are rolling around for qualifying as we speak. So we're gonna see these times hit the board here. See who's got a good car. Fastest in practice tonight, the 87 of Jacob Cochran. He was fastest in practice with a 28.610. Second, the Double Deuce 22, Danny Rogers. And third fastest in practice is 70 of Jonathan Holstein. And Holstein's actually third in points right now, looking at the points. Jim Foose coming out of the last race with the points lead. Jason Stewart missing last race. He is here tonight in that number one truck. He will, he's in second place. Holstein, as I mentioned, in third in points. Brad Cross fourth, and Bosnich, Zachary Bosnich, he is in the fifth position in points. Oh, what is the weather looking like for tonight, Katie?
Right now, it looks like our air and track temps have been around low 70s. It's pretty overcast right now. Winds out of the northwest, about 5 to 6 miles an hour every now and then. And the humidity is stable at about 57 degrees throughout the night. So it's not the best conditions, but not the worst. So we'll be looking good here tonight to complete this race and all 67 laps, we hope. Mostly caution-free because these guys tend to race it out during the green flag laps, and I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, 67 laps. Not a long time here at Charlotte. The laps tick off pretty quick. Sub 30-second laps around here on fresh tires. Right now, sitting on provisional pole, Michael Jenkins at the number 44. Pretty familiar name so far in the season, up towards the front. Right behind him, looking to start to the outside of row number 1 to 33 of Tom Giannini. Gonna be a good race up here tonight. Thanks to Sam Maxwell Customs for sponsoring the series and this particular race here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Last week we were in Kansas, and Justin Vaughn walked away with the win last week after a pretty off race for the league, I would say. We had contact, or we even got out of turn number 1 on the pace lap. Had some hardware issues, a lot of connection issues last week. Hopefully they do not plague us here tonight. Haven't really been hearing anybody complaining about any kind of issues, but we're looking to have a pretty clean race as qualifying is pretty close to wrapping up. We got about 30 seconds left on the clock, and got somebody riding the wall up here. Jacob Adams, number 90. That was kind of odd there, riding the wall in that patriotic paint scheme. Looking for cars on track right now. That's it. So right now, getting ready to switch over to the race session here in the server. We got Like I said, 36 trucks going to start here tonight. And
Couple did not
yeah,
qualify.
a couple people didn't
Interesting.
qualify.
Well, it looks like Michael Adkins Jr. had a really, really good lap there. Increased from practice, it seems. This is going to be really competitive up top, and top looks like top 6. There's about half of those drivers that qualified or practiced outside of the top 20. So a little mix we have up there.
Yeah, I definitely expect this race to be as competitive as the rest of the season has been.
One can hope,
Yeah,
because these guys have been putting on a show for us lately.
yeah, they sure have. Waiting the grid here.
Yeah, looks like a couple of drivers are lingering a little bit, waiting to get in.
All right, we're going to give you your starting grid here tonight for the Sam Maxwell Customs 100 here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 44, Michael Atkins Jr. on pole for tonight's race. Tom Giannini starting to his outside. Row 2 is going to consist of Devin Sarah and Jamie Vaughn. Last week's winner, Justin Vaughn, is going to round out your top 5. 94 of Kevin Minga is going to roll off in 6th position. Mitch Brown in 7th. Alan Young 8th. Race sponsor Sam Maxwell in 9th. And Dylan Hickey rounding out your top 10. At the 66th, Edward Bray going to roll off in the 11th spot. Brad Cross in 12th. 13th went to Lee Staples. Jonathan Holstein in 14th. Stephen Trombley 15th. Pete Baskins in 16th. 17th went to Tristan Rogers. Alex East 18th. Robbie Baskins 19th. And Zachary Bosnich, the only multiple winner in the series so far, is going to roll off in 20th. 21st went to John Kennedy. Seth Rawls is going to start to his outside in 22nd. Jacob Greeter in 23rd. Ronnie Osmer 24th. 25th, Willie Whitaker. Andy Diablo in 26th. Corey Finley 27th. Danny Rogers in 28th. Really fell off from practice there. The number 1, Jason Stewart, second in points, going to roll off at 29th. And Jay Graves rounding out the top 30, 31st and 32nd. Tim Knott and Jim Foose, respectively. And then drivers that did not take time. Looking to see who actually rolls off here. The 90, Jacob Adams. Jacob Cochran in the 87. And Zach Calloway in the 45. And Scott Holler in the 5 is going to round out your 36 truck field tonight.
Cruising around the back stretch right now. These guys, the trucks towards the back did not get to take off as quick as they wanted to, and they're finally getting gathered up there. But luckily, it won't affect them on this restart. But we'll see. They're going to have to keep it clean here for a little while. Try and get past all those nerves at the beginning of the race.
Second time we've been back-to-back races in 2 weeks. We got 2 more weeks coming up for you. Pace car is off. We're getting ready to drop the green flag. There it is. Michael Atkins Jr. down and away. We are underway here in Charlotte.
Yeah, he saved no time at all. He went immediately as soon as that pace car went on pit lane there. He's off. 33 is clear, as well as the 20, 19, 7, all getting into line. 48, 94 battling back here. Mitch Brown taking it to the bottom, trying to keep that spot. 94 of Kevin Mingus, giving him a little bit of competition here.
Yeah, Mingus going to roll in, tucked behind that 48 Chevrolet. Got the 24. Alan Young looking to get underneath the 94. That champion-sponsored machine looking to try to get underneath that 94. Sam Maxwell biding his time back there. There he goes, 24 side by side, rolling, coming through turn number 2 in a drag race down the backstretch.
Yeah, Alan Young has been very aggressive, but in a good way throughout this series. I've seen him really push to the limit early on. He's doing the same right now. Hopefully he doesn't clip that apron, because that could cause trouble for a lot of people if he keep doing that.
We've got a little bit of a cluster back here towards the back, right around 50th position. On the 64, Lee Staples on the high side, getting passed by the 3 of Pete Baskins. Right now, 70 and 78. Holstein and Trombley just got around Staples as well. That LA SimSport driver falling back just a couple of spots right now. Lee Staples gone, coming back up. 3rd place battle right now or fourth place, excuse me, 19 and 33. Something happened to the 33 of Giannini. He's fell a couple of spots here since the start. The number 7, last week's winner, in Justin Vaughn, going to try to get around and squeeze it in front of that Toyota. Little bump from the 33 as they roll off into turn 3.
Yeah, Justin Vaughn coming off a nice win there last week. We saw what happened right at the end. Ty Hester having some trouble smacking the wall, and Justin Vaughn taking advantage of that, and he's having a good week here at Charlotte as well.
And right behind them, we got the 98. We got 3 rows deep, side by side, heading off into turn 1. That 4, Dylan Hickey, going to take over the 8th position from the 98 of Sam Maxwell. 66, Edward Bray, looking to get underneath of Kevin Mingus right here. And looks like the 70 and 30 behind him have calmed down. Oh, Sam Maxwell pushing up. 3 wide.
Yeah, that 94 had to back out and save it. That could have been disastrous.
A lot. 98 just lost his foot in there and slid up in the middle of the turn. And it's going to cost him a couple of positions.
Ooh,
30
70
right now.
drifting up, hitting the 66. Edward Bray. Got to be careful there as the 70 moved up the track. 66 had nowhere to go. Luckily, they both saved it. Here comes the 98 back again.
Ooh, yeah, we got a tight little line right there. 66 and oh, we got a wreck behind him.
77. Oh, and they're still wrecking on the track. Be involved. It's the 80. Sorry.
86,
yeah.
26. Oh, it was big, massive junk out of there. It looked like the 86 came off the wall out of 4, got into the 77, and that just sparked a ton of calamity right there. The 26 involved, the 03. I would like to ride on board with Seth Rawls there and see how in the world he got through that.
Yeah, he looked like he just slammed on his brakes, or he actually hit the back of the 26 a little bit, but he tried his best to avoid that, but a couple other people could not.
And we do have a new leader up front as well. We missed the pass for the lead. Devin Sarah out front in that number 20 truck. He's got a semi-new paint scheme on that truck. Sim Race Computers on the side with a tribute to the Harley Davidson logo on the front.
Yeah, we were watching that wreck develop actually when that happened. So it's just so many battles going on this racetrack, which is expected here at Charlotte. We'll have a lot of that throughout the night. 7 coming to 8 laps complete now. It looks like everyone's coming in.
Yeah, everybody followed the leader down the pit road here. Tires
except for the
are
3
important.
of Pete Baskins. Except for the 3. Interesting. He's pretty much one of the only ones that stayed out. Looks like the 90 of Jacob Adams stayed out as well. Some people mid to the back of the pack here.
Catch a race off of pit road here. All right, Devin, 44, 19, 7, 33, and 24. Your race off of pit road, pretty tight. Coming out of the pits, but good stop from that 20. I believe the 3 might be coming in this time around, as well as that 90. 90, I don't believe we've seen him this season so far.
The 90 of Jacob Adams. No, he is actually new to the series.
Trying to make good on his debut here with the Sam Maxwell Customs ASRS Truck Series. Gonna see the 3. He's gonna still stay out, so he's gonna potentially be our leader unless he comes in with 2 to go. That Under Armour number 3. He's had a bit of an up and down season. To be nice about it. He's got caught up in a lot of people stupid.
Yeah, he's had good runs. He's had good races, but the finishes have just not been there. And that happens sometimes when you're racing. You just get involved in other people's wrecks, as a couple of drivers just saw there. And hopefully the 3 can rebound here this season and try to get some things going, because we're still early to the mid part of the season. So he's got a long way to go until we get to the end. So hopefully he can start picking up his pace a little bit, see if we can get those finishes in.
Yeah, running. This is the 7th race on the season, so hopefully he can. There's a lot of fast, really fast guys out here that run in this series. It's very highly competitive. So anything that 3 can get, because right now he's sitting 31st in points, and he's raced all 6 races.
He has got one top 10 so far, and again, he's really hoping to get something a little bit better here tonight. And he's pretty fast in practice, so we'll see what he can pull off here. Although Jacob Adams is not the same. He did not put down a qualifying effort. However, did practice 12th in the practice chart. So who knows? We might have something here. But the front leaders definitely have about 7 laps on their tires.
Yeah, 20 and that 44, possibly going to eat them up here. I know Charlotte at night, from my experience, you're pretty much flat out for about the first 5 or 6 laps on a fresh set of Goodyear Wranglers. So 3 and the 90 really going to have to play a lot of defense here, make those trucks as wide as they possibly can, and try and keep up there, because they have a lot of hungry guys behind them.
Only time will tell. We'll see. If there was ever a time to test your tires and get some track position, it's now.
Don't have that many laps to go. We're only running 67 here tonight. Pretty short 100-mile race, but pace car looking to turn off of the racing surface. Pete Baskins got the green flag. We're back underway here in Charlotte.
Yeah, I wonder if it's where the NASCAR Truck Series, if that restart would be reviewed, because that was a little bit of a slow start there. He just didn't go full out. It was an interesting start there. But either way, he's off and free. The 20 is clear as well, but the 90 has to deal with the 44.
Yeah, we're looking on board. Devin Sayre pretty much has second wrapped up. 90 going to have to push wide there. 44 going to get underneath him and pass him to 7. Justin Vaughn going from 6th to 5th on that last one, looking to take over 4th. And then behind them is just Luster with the 24-33 side by side. 48 looking to gain some spots. Here comes the 19 underneath the 90 going down the backstretch.
Yeah, this is nothing but a hornet's nest right now. All these guys fast with fresh tires, just trying to get by this guy. And the 24, he has had bad luck last week trying to get by someone that ended up staying out, but hopefully he can kiss that memory goodbye and try to get by the 90 here.
Here we go, battle for the lead. 20 of Devin Sayre underneath Pete Baskins. Baskins going to run the absolute high line. Going to surrender the lead over to Devin Sayre. Michael Atkins Jr. Next on the list to get to the 3 truck. The 44, sponsored by SimRacingApps.com. Driving for Jay Foose Motorsport. Has the 7 Great Clips Chevrolet all over the rear end of his Chevrolet as well.
Oh man, it is 2 by 2, about 5 rows right now. 33 getting challenged by the 48. The 90's going out wide there, out in the back, trying to save his truck, but it is about to go 3 wide if they're not careful.
Yeah, 90's basically just a roller chicane right now on them old tires. He's going to have to, that 70 of Holstein is going to have to exercise a lot of patience, as well as all the drivers behind him running at a high line. I saw the 98 behind him, but that 90's, he's getting ready to turn himself into a weapon here. Back up here to second. 7 underneath the 44, Justin Vaughn. One's not enough for him. He's trying to get his second win of the season. Going to move up into the second position. The 3, Pete Baskins under fire from Vaughn's teammate in the 19. Actually, I believe they're all teammates. Yeah, the 3, 7, and 19, all teammates for Baskin Vaughn Motorsports. Look at the 24. Ooh, Alan Young pushing up a little bit. Had to slow it down. Just a tad. LA Simsport driver. But Devin Sayre right now out front with a good 7, 8 tenth lead for Justin Vaughn, Michael Atkins Jr. in third, Pete Baskins fourth, and Jamie Vaughn, your top 5 right now, completing lap 17 of the scheduled 67. We're getting ready to get to about 50 to go next time around.
Yeah, already to 50 to go. It's been a wild race. We'll see if they can calm down a little bit, keep cruising, because they are battling up in the back. But I'm watching this battle. 3 and 19 going side by side. The 3 just not able to hold it with those tires. It's just not working. The 24 is going to insert himself into that situation.
Yeah. Alan Young, that champion Chevrolet, going to take over that spot. Here comes the GoPro 48 of Mitch Brown on the back bumper, peeking to the inside. It looked like Pete was trying to get back to the inside of Alan there, but he's gonna have to assume the position on the high side and keep falling back. Tom Giardini, in the 33 underneath the 3. And here comes the 4, Dylan Hickey, another fast guy in practice. Decent qualifying run for him. He's looking to get around Pete as well.
Yeah, but look up front, Justin Vaughn closing it in.
He is definitely closing that gap at line. The gap is now only 0.2 of a second. That 7 is on a charge now. It's one thing to catch him. It's another thing to pass him. And we all know that Devin Serra is definitely an aggressive driver in the series. He's not going to make it easy for that 7 to get by him.
Yeah, while that's going on, I'm watching this mess of a pack here. The 98, Sam Maxwell, having to deal with the 90 of Jacob Adams right in front of him. Had to almost catch his truck there. About to be a very dangerous situation. The 29 there on the bottom, Corey Finley. The 87 cruising now on the bottom as well. Jacob Cochran trying to make his way as the 90
Adams
hits the wall, comes and hits the 78.
Oh, no.
Oh, 68, 64. Oh, guy on his hood.
Oh, no.
I think that was the 78 for just a moment. The 1 looks like he was trying to avoid that. No, that was not the 78. Who in the world was that?
Ooh, the 22 got into it as well. Got to 78. 42's in it. Trying to find the rest of them. I believe that's an 87. If I'm not mistaken. Benzor.
Yeah, 97 smacked the inside wall. He got some heavy damage. That was a big one if there was ever any at Charlotte. Wow. A lot of people trying to avoid that wreck, but just could not do it.
And he gave it all he had, but that 90 was just not up to par on them older tires. We should see all of the leaders come back down to pit lane right here as we do. Devin Serra going to lead him down. Got a good gap between him and the 7. So he should be able to win the race off of pit road pretty easily. We're going to be looking for a couple of these trucks with damage to come in. The 22, the 42, just a bunch of guys got involved in that last wreck. Just nowhere to go for the majority of them.
They will have to make another pit stop tonight. Right now we have 44 laps to go, and they can go about 33 laps on 1 tank of fuel.
All right, race off of pit road. 27, 19, 44, 33, 24, 48, 98, 4. First couple of them coming off of the pit lane, and good stop for that 98. He was mired back there in heavy traffic after getting caught behind that 90. Sam Maxwell making a good rebound on pit road. Oh, and the one of Jason Stewart has stayed out. He's been riding around in the back all night. Wonder what going on with him.
Yeah, he actually dodging that wreck and spun himself out, but it was worth it because he ended up missing the truck that he was slamming on his brakes to avoid. So well done by the one of Jason Stewart. And we'll see what he can do here. Don't know, because we saw what happened to the 90 who tried to stay out on old tires. We'll see if he can try and catch something here. The 3 of Pete Baskins stayed out on old tires, and he was able to hang on for just a little bit as well. So we'll see what he ends up placing. Although it didn't look like he had the best pit stop there, so lost a few spots on pit lane as well.
Yeah, I believe that one's just staying out to try to get bonus points for leading a lap. All important, trying to make it into the chase. Already has a win on the year, so he's pretty much locked in. But he's got to catch up to Jim Foos, who's 18 points ahead of him right now. But with that win earlier in the season at Auto Club, that Waffle House #1 Chevrolet is sitting pretty in the chase, race for the chase. Should see him dive off onto pit road, though. Going to lose a lot of time. We only have a handful of trucks laps down right now.
All right, well, we're going to pull a driver in here real quick because we're going to get a quick word from him as we should be going to green soon. But as they cross the line, going to see what's going on with the 44 of Michael Atkins Jr. You got us?
Sure do.
Awesome. Well, tell us what's going on. You are currently in looks like the 4th position right now. So what are you expecting on this restart, and if you can get back up there?
Right now I'm trying to just bide my time and let my strategy play out the way I'm looking at it right now, but I don't know, it's been kind of hairy this week, official races and stuff here around Charlotte, so we just have to bide our time and see how it all plays out. It's going to get more hectic as we get closer and closer to the end here, so they're getting a lot more aggressive as we speak. So
Yeah, that's not surprising at all. We're gonna get you back into your session right here because it looks like you guys are gonna go green, and we wish you the best of luck.
thank you.
Again, that
right.
was the 44 of Michael Atkins Jr. trying to get back up to the front, led some laps tonight. Hopefully he can lead some more here.
And you know he's got a fast truck. #1 qualifier, our pole sitter tonight. That Sim Racing app, Chevrolet. Pace car is off. 20 of Devin Sarah has command of the field. That one did come into pit. Green flag back out into the air for the Sam Maxwell Customs 100, completing lap 26 of scheduled 67. A pretty decent start for the 20, but a big jumble back here around the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position.
Yeah, it looks like for the most part the top 5 is going to be able to get clear, although the 48 is going to have to deal with the 44, who is not letting him go just yet. Michael Atkins Jr. talked to him. I think he knows it's going to get a little hectic, trying to calm down and slow this race as he's trying to get into the bottom, but not able to do it. The 24 of Alan Young going to be able to slide down there on the bottom and hopefully compete with this 44 for the 6th position.
Here it goes. 44 going to dive it in on the high side, running that middle lane, not getting a good enough run. 24 going to have to check up a little bit, and the 24, Alan Young, going to have to slide back into position right there. Got pretty much single file, but a hungry #7 all over the back bumper of Devin Sarah. Battle for the lead. I'm thinking Justin's going to be able to get him if he can set him up. 20 running the defensive line around the track, running the racing line. About a half a truck length off is the 7, that Great Clip Chevrolet. Here he goes, looking to the inside. 20's going to give him the lane and come back down, shut the door, rolling off turn #4. Devin's still going to lead that lap as we see the 48 having a little bit of connection issues running into the 5th spot. Hopefully those clear up for him.
Yeah, massive issues going on, and we had some last week, but hopefully that has gone away, and right now the 48 is really the only one that has had trouble this race, so that's really good to see. Hopefully he can get that truck settled down, that connection going, and keep on racing here.
Keep an eye on this front 2 right now as Jamie Vaughn, 7's teammate, is trying to make his way back up in that Sunny D machine, trying to get back to the 2nd place bumper of the 7. Tom Giannini, though, having a great run for the season that he's had this year. That Best Buy Toyota looking pretty stout in fourth. Lap traffic.
Stephen Trumley, yeah, really slow. I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, he was massively slow there.
And Mitch still having problems back there. That GoPro 48. Oh, we got, about 3 wide back there with this 98-30 and the 78.
Yeah, the 78 is just down on power after you got smacked by the 90 of Jacob Adams. He's just not been able to get up to speed. He's going 150. Our leaders right now. Oh, 3 wide with the 22 of Danny Rogers. What in the world? That was crazy for a moment there. Our leaders able to hang on. The 20, though, had to back out, and he's losing a bunch of positions now.
Yeah, 20's got damage to the rear of that car. Don't know what happened there. I'm going to take a look back.
Yeah, it was the 22 was looking to pit and just really slow on the racetrack. 20 went down low, try to avoid him, and I think the 19 got into the 20 a little bit there.
The 7 actually got into him. 19, your new leader, though, Jamie Vaughn out front. The Sunny D machine. Here comes Tom Giannini to the inside of the 7. Not going to be able to get there. The 48 up to 4th. Devin Sarah all the way back to 5th. Got side by side for 5th now. 44 having a good run on that high side. Michael Atkins Jr. Still battling with that 24 to Alan Young. And the number 4, Dylan Hickey, coming up here. 46 behind him. And 2-time winner on the year, Zachary Bosnich. Rounding out your top 10. You got that's the top 10 right there. They're all under a blanket.
All in the picture, really. They're about a second, all within a second of each other. It's impressive. The 91 qualified in 20th, so he's picked up half his positions already, trying to make his way up through this field right now. The 44, though, just hanging on the outside, not able to get any traction as the 4 drifting up. 46 is going to have to let him go a little bit, and the 44 is going to get clear and finally get to the bottom.
There he goes. Here comes Bosnich on the outside of the 4. Still trying to make that high side work. I don't think they have enough laps to rubber in that middle groove enough to make it work here tonight. But here goes the 44. A little crossover underneath Alan Young. Another lap truck, the 64 Lee Staples, really high in the turn. Looks like everybody's going to be able to avoid him pretty decently.
Yeah, all these drivers you've seen going extremely slow, those were the ones involved in that very big wreck on the backstretch from the 90 of Jacob Adams. And another one, Stephen Trumley, slow again. Oh, man, there's no way they are matching required pace speed right now. It's incredible how much slower they're going. About 30 miles an hour slower.
And all of these guys are racing mere inches away from each other. It's not exactly a good feeling. As battle for the lead, 7 of Justin Vaughn going to lead that lap across the line, side by side with his teammate in the 19. Diving into turn number 1. 20's making a resurgence up here. 19's going to push a little wide. Ooh, had to check up.
Saved it.
Good
Close
job
the
keeping
door
off the
on
wall.
the 20. Wow.
Ooh, 20 push up a little bit. Almost got into the back of the 19. Almost into the side of the 48 as well. They're kind of sort of teammates there. And Alan Young and Michael Atkins coming up here to join in on the fun.
Ooh, 33 out of whack. Pushes the 19 up the track. 19 able to save it, but 48 going to take it wide. 3 wide for a moment. 24, Alan Young. Look at him trying to come up. Oh, they are bouncing off of each other right now. This is getting crazy. 29 laps to go.
Yeah, that was a whole chain of events there. The 19 ended up going down into the 20, into the 24. That's where you saw the big wobbles there on the back stretch. 33, a little loose into 1. Oh, 24 pushing up. 19 heavy into the wall. Jamie Vaughn way off pace. He's going to lose a lot of positions after just leading this race. Not even 5 laps to go. And
it is not good to be the leader right now. I'll tell you that much.
It is not. It seems like the last 2 weeks it's not been good to be the leader. The 20 last week on the pace lap, get wrecked. Ty Hester lose it in the closing laps. Business is definitely picked up here.
Yeah, really. And the 24 still dealing with the 44. Michael and Allen just not able to get away from each other, it seems. The 4 and 91 side by side behind them.
Bosnich passing Hickey right now on the inside. Atkins going to let the 24 of Young go as they are catching up to lap traffic once again. Robbie Baskins, though, 46, back here battling, trying to follow the 91 and the 4 through the field. And it looks like the 30, Brad Cross, is caught up pretty much to this battle. Ooh, the 4 squeezes in front of the 46.
There's about 5 lap down trucks coming for our leader. This is going to get dicey here.
Here we go. And Panini taking advantage of it. He's closing the gap pretty fast.
Ooh, 44, Michael Atkins Jr.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, he almost got taken out by the 91 of Zachary Bosnich. That was so close.
Remember that he said something about some strategy earlier? I think it just went into play. 78's got a lot of people.
I'm telling you, look, I'm all up for getting damage and then coming back out and running your race. You are 30 miles an hour at least slower than the field. You are nothing but a deterrence to these guys right now.
Well, the big loser in that one's Dylan Hickey. He went from being 6 on the track last lap. He's all the way back here with the 3, who was in 13th. So he lost 6 positions on that last exchange with the 78.
Yeah, it looks like the 78 is getting called to the racetrack, to the pit lane right now. Sorry. He has just not been able to keep up, and the admins have called him into the pit lane. I'm sorry, battle for the lead.
Yeah, side by side, Giannini, Vaughn fighting, trying to determine who wants to lead be the leader here. Giannini on the high side, making it work. Justin Vaughn, though, gonna get a good run coming off the corner. Side by side drag racing down the backstretch. That Best Buy Toyota has looked the best it has all year.
Looks
and then
like
we got Mitch Brown coming.
Looks like half of our leaders are starting to pit. A couple of mid-pack. The 44 was the first one to break it down.
The 33's around. The 7's flipping. Caution on the racetrack. 91's involved. 98.
30, 98.
The 3.
Oh my. How did Pete Baskins miss that wreck? I will never know.
He just dumped him.
Yeah,
what in the world?
7 just went up the track. I don't know if he was assuming the 33 would be a little bit higher, but oh man, and this has been multiple drivers on their roof for this race. That is insane. Well, I don't know what was going on through Michael Atkins Jr.'s head, but he will be our lucky dog winner.
Yeah, good for him. He actually called a pretty good strategy. He's going to be able to, well, he's got to stay out and go to the fall. Actually, he's a big loser in that because he's going to be lucky dog held to the end of the longest line off of that exchange. He was hoping it would go green to the end. Definitely backfired for him. But right now, 48 Mitch Brown out front. Going to be your leader right now. 33 of Giannini trying to figure out where he fits in.
Yeah, look who's up in the 4th position. Are you kidding me? The 91 of Zachary Bosnich. Man, he finds his way up to the front every single race, it seems, no matter where he qualifies. And it's funny because he went right through the 7 up on the high side. I'm guessing it's good to be a virtual racer because he clearly ghosted that 7 and he's got no damage on his truck.
Yeah, driver out of Hernet, California from Maxed Out Motorsports. Got Speed Vegas on the truck. See what kind of pit stop he gets. He's into his box. Got the right side of the Tundra up. Crew rolling over to the left-hand side, and he is down and away. And watch the race coming off pit road here.
Yeah, 48 gone.
48, 24, 20, 91, 87, 46, 98, 3, and 4. Your race off of pit road.
Tell you what, I would love to know how in the world the 3 of Pete Baskins made it through that wreck because he dodged so many trucks on the track. I could have sworn he was going to be gone by the end of it, and that was impressive. And it looks like the 41 timed it right because he came down to pit lane almost right as that caution came out, so he was able to complete his stop, and he's back on the racetrack in the lead right now.
That's Tim.
Oh, looks like he's going to bring it in, though.
It looks like a couple of trucks are going to try to get the wave around here. The 19, the 1, and I believe in front of them is Andy Diablo, 97, the Sharpie Toyota.
Yeah, he is actually a couple laps on. He was involved in that big one. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's almost as if it's Talladega. It was the big one, the big wreck with a bunch of drivers involved, and the 97 was a part of it. He's actually 13 laps down, so he will gain one back, but won't be anywhere close to the lead lap as we are really winding down these laps. I mean, this has been a very quick race.
Yeah, just over halfway. Well, a couple of laps over halfway. I was on the 13. Andy Diablo's car, and it was telling me it was only halfway.
Yeah.
Working lap 49 to the scheduled 67. We're under 20 to go. Got been a very interesting race so far, and when they wreck big. Looks like we have contact with a alien life form here. The 48, Mitch Brown, gonna bring him into the booth here. How you doing, Mitch?
Good. How are you guys doing up in the booth?
My blood pressure's running high.
My blood pressure is higher than the ceiling.
Yeah, Mitch, you made it through the worst part of that wreck, and then it seemed right towards the end, the 24 just came up the track and got you a little bit because the caution came out.
I don't know what. He just said he got to you. I'm not gonna let him worry about it.
I gotcha. Well, what do you have planned here? This is gonna be. It might be the last restart.
Just go hard and run away. Run away. Get away from everyone.
I noticed you had a little bit of connection issues off and on. If everything got squared away.
Ed, I'm trying to get rid of it right now. Just keeping an eye on it right now.
All right, 10-4, man.
That's my job. Get out in front, run away from everyone. Hopefully we get a caution with 5 to go and, see what happens.
All right, bud. Well, good luck out there. We'll call you coming to the green here.
All right, 10-4.
And that was the 48 of Mitch Brown, your leader for this restart. We will cross the line about 17 laps to go. About half of the front has been taken out by weird coincidences. It's been tough for our leader this race. We'll see if the 48 can keep it up front though.
All right, pace car back to the safety of the pit lane. 48 gone, down and away. Green flag back out into the air. Here at Charlotte, 48 GoPro machine of Mitch Brown. Just talked to him. He is gone. Evan Sarah, though, that 20, he's definitely had a fast hot rod all night. 91 underneath the 24. Bosnus, a two-time winner so far in the 2017 season. Got the 24 of Alan Young fighting on the high side to try and keep that third position.
Ooh, 91 looked like he got a little loose there out on the corner, pushed a little high. Was just able to catch it as the 87 behind him.
Uh-oh. I think the 91's hurt.
Yeah, 91, his truck is just not under him as much as it was earlier. The 87, though, going to push the issue here. 87, Jacob Cochran, reminder, he qualified 35th, did not put a time in. So he is driven all the way up through the field.
And that is, I don't know if you could chalk that up to, the setup or chalk it up to attrition. But he's definitely turned it around up to the fourth position. Got 46 of Robbie Baskins underneath Bosnich right now. Dylan Hickey trying to get underneath as well. Sam Maxwell making a good rebound, and a 3 of Pete Baskins still hanging on in the top 10.
Yeah, doing a great job here. 94 looks like he's trying to pick up some spots again here. Before qualified in the top, and he's been able to keep it there for most of the night. The 91 still struggling up top though. Tim Maxwell pushing it down there on the bottom. The 3 giving him a little bit of help there.
Yeah, I mean, the wreck was like Talladega, now they're drafting like Talladega on the back.
Yeah, I mean, before the caution, they were about 2 by 2 up on the...
Oh, 91 in the wall again. Bosnich going to fall way hard back. Oh, he is in the middle of a hornet's nest.
Yeah, the process there. I think he was just trying to keep as many spots as possible, and by doing that, he completely cut off the 68 of Jay Graves Jr. and the 45 of Zach Calloway here.
Yeah, he's trying to protect that inside. He's definitely off by a couple of miles an hour here. These guys are not going to take too kindly to that. And I believe he's going to get some chrome horn here in the near future. 45 may be the one to lay it to him, because he's got a bunch of people behind him, 66 and the 42. Jim Foose making an appearance towards the front of the field. 87's around in front of him. Ooh, heavy impact on the inside wall. He might come back onto the track. There's the caution. 87 got turned by somebody up there. Looks like he just got into the wall and got roosted around by the 98, Sam Maxwell, involved in that as well.
Yeah, he was going through the corner and touched with the 46 of Rodby Baskins, who actually pushed up the track a little bit. So the 46 pushed him up into the wall, and then 98 came through to clean him up.
That's tough. I mean, we were just saying, how he's made it through the field, how he has, and for that to happen to the 87, that's got to be a heartbreaker. But hopefully the 46 got minimal damage. Hopefully the 98 got minimal damage. They have been fast trucks night here tonight, as we might see another round of pit stops here. Going to do the opposite of what the leader does. Actually, everybody's going to stay out. 91 kind of needs to come in. He's not going to do it. Everybody's going to stay out here. At least back to the 42. Looks like I believe that is 70. And whoever is in front of him, I believe that's the 26, Ronnie Osmer, going to come in, and pretty much everybody behind them as well. Jamie Vaughn trying to get off of him. Tristan Rogers, the 30, the 29, 22, and the 1, all going to come down to lane and take service under this caution.
Yeah, it looks like the 03 of Jacob Breiter. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. He is new to this series, and looks like he will win the lucky dog, although it won't put him back on the lead lap. It'll put him to 2 laps down. All right, well, it seems to me like the 91 is hoping for a caution after a couple laps here, because once they go green in about 2 to 3 laps, the next flag will end it. So I think the 91's kind of holding on for that. Will it pay off? We'll see. Hopefully he is not the one to bring that yellow flag out as he hopes. Yeah,
well, we're getting ready to take the to the stripe here for 9 to go. So it's down to crunch time. Everybody's on pretty much equal tires. 48's got to get a good restart on here. The 20 cannot be caught sleeping, and the 24 as well. They'll dictate whether or not the high side or the inside can go after Mitch, takes the green flag. Looking for a couple of guys that we haven't really talked about all day. To 68, Jake Graves Jr. up into the top 10. Zach Calloway in at 45 in 9th place after starting 36th. The 68 started back in 5th, one of the last people to take time tonight. Both drivers having a good race. John Kennedy in the 89 truck with the pink wheels. He's had a good rebound tonight as well. Edward Bray to 66. I believe he's got caught up in a couple of the incidents here tonight. And championship leader Jim Foose, that Twisted T number 42 Chevrolet. He's slowly but surely made his way up towards the top 10. Michael Atkins Jr. having a good rebound though as well. Got trapped a lap down under that last caution. Caution before last. And now back onto the lead lap, up to 15th position. Line them up 2 by 2. Lights are off the pace car.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here. Mitch Brown and Devin Sarah up at the top is your front row right there. We'll see what these guys can do. It seems for the most part they're keeping it pretty clean. The 20's been involved in a little bit, as well as the 48. 48 got into it with the 24, although the 24 Valen Young did apologize for that. So at least that's going for him. And, I'm looking at it, and the 48 and 20 are not teammates directly. They don't race for the same exact team, but they're pretty much teammates in the friend sense, I guess I could say, because they're pretty close. I wouldn't doubt something funny going on here. These guys are very competitive with each other, and we'll see what the 20 can do. 20's been fast most of this season. 48 has been hanging in as well. Let's see what's going to happen here.
And a couple of wise guys there on the front row. Pace car is off. 48 is gone. Green flag back out onto the racing surface. Coming to 7 to go. Mitch Brown has to hang on to it. Almost 3 wide on the front stretch. 24 and the 24. Trying to make a sandwich there. 4 going to tuck in behind Alan Young. Dylan Hickey forcing the issue there on the restart. Devin Sarrigan left hung out to dry as the 48 is trying to drive away. 4 on the bumper of the 24, battling for second. Got Robbie Bassins behind them, eating it up. Making sure, as long as they're side by side, it makes it easier for him to catch up. Pete Baskins all the way up to 6th now in that number 3 car. 5 to go, or 6 to go now.
Yeah, the 48 got a beautiful stare, but the 20, I don't know if he spun his tires or missed a shift or something, but he just did not get going. And the 4 was able to jump on him, but the 24 didn't wait either. And Alan Young was able to get that position. He's gaining on our leader of 48, Mitch Brown, but the 4 pushing up. Oh, it almost looks like he was about to take out the 20, but luckily he did not. They are still battling for 3rd.
And 5 to go when they hit the stripe last time by 24, the champion's truck. Very, very fast GoPro machine. Mitch Brown going to have to make that truck as wide as he possibly can. Right now, the next flag will end the race, whether it be the caution or the checkers.
Ooh, looks like the 24 is getting ever so close to the 48. Just can't quite get there yet, as the 20 is going to have to give up that position to the 4 of Dylan Hickey, and looks like the 3 of Pete Baskins. Oh, 4 did not have a good run there through the corner. The 20 actually gave him a little bump in turn 2 there.
Just a little bit of a, hey, bud, I'm still here. I'm glad you passed me and everything, but I'll get you.
Yeah, for the most part, Devin Serra has been one of the trucks to beat tonight. He has led 20 laps here of the 67 that we will go, so he's been pretty fast before trying to compete with him. 4 qualified in 10th, trying to stay out front, get a podium finish, but the 20 has something to say about that.
All right, it's getting closer and closer. Almost a half a truck length between the 24 and the 48. 48's going to have to come down to the inside lane to block them. When they come off turn 4, it's going to be 2 to go at the stripe. Alan Young looking for his first win of the season, as well as Mitch Brown. This win would mean a lot to both of these drivers, as they've had a pretty bad... oh, there's wrecking behind him, and the caution is displayed. Mitch Brown is going to be your winner here tonight. There it is, coming to the white flag. Mitch Brown going to catch the pace car and going to take the checkers under the caution. Alan Young, a formidable opponent there at the end of the race. Looks like we had a lot of contact back there. Going to have to go back and see what exactly happened. But no matter now.
Yeah, the 4 just clipped the apron. Couldn't save his truck. And the 20 cleaned him out.
Oh, man.
Ooh. We can hear the leader talking over the radio. He is extremely happy. And we will get to talk to him in just a little bit. But for now, he's got to complete this lap.
Yeah, here he comes off of turn 4. Been working all week trying to get this truck good and ready. The 48 GoPro Chevrolet of Mitch Brown is going to win here at Charlotte for the Sam Maxwell Customs 100. And those fireworks, they are for you, bud.
Very well done. It was a beautiful restart there. He really got a jump, and the 24 was able to get that second position because of the 20's slow start. And unfortunately, the 20 got taken out by the 4, although the 20 technically took out the 4, but the 4 was just sideways, and the 20 had nowhere to go. So, unfortunate for those drivers, they just weren't able to hang on.
Yeah, looking through the replay again, that was just no. Oh, the 20 actually went airborne on that one too.
Yeah, the 5 came in. He came in. I don't know what happened there. The 5 was. He had plenty of time to save his truck, but he just stayed to the high line. I think expecting the 20 to come down the track and just absolutely knock them out.
And there we go. Mitch Brown's going to burn them down as we give you your unofficial race results here. Mitch Brown, your winner. Definitely going to be excited when we talk to him in a couple of minutes. Alan Young going to come home in second place. Pete Baskins fought back from early trouble to finish in third. Teammate Robbie Baskins going to come home in fourth. And Sam Maxwell, fighting a lot of adversity, going to come home in the fifth position. John Kennedy in sixth. Zach Calloway rebounding very great from the 36th starting position all the way up to seventh. Edward Bray in eighth. Zachary Bosnich in ninth. And Seth Rawls rounding out your top 10. Didn't really call his name out that much, but good top 10 for him. Points leader Jim Foose going to come home in 11th. Michael Atkins Jr. rebounds into 12th. Kevin Mingus 13th. Tim Knott 14th. And 15th goes to the one of Jason Stewart. 16th, Jamie Vaughn, after leading a couple of laps, caught himself into a little bit of trouble. Ronnie Osborne to 26th and 17th. 18th, Jonathan Holstein. Tristan Rogers 19th, and Brad Cross is going to come home in 20th. 21st lap, last car on the lead lap, the 87 Jacob Cochran. Then we go down to the lap cars. 22nd, one lap down, Jay Graves Jr., Dylan Hickey in 23rd, Devin Sarah 24th, 25th, Scott Haller, Jacob Greeter in 26th, a couple laps down, and then Alex Geeson 27th, Willie Whitaker 28th, Andy Diablo 29th, 30th, Corey Finley, Stephen Trombley 31st, 32nd, Tom Giannini, after having a great truck, just he can't seem to get those results. Lee Staples in 33rd, 34th, Justin Vaughn, Danny Rogers 35th and 36th. Your last car in the grid is Jacob Adams.
Yeah, and it looks like we cannot reach the 3, who was also the third place finisher here tonight, Pete Baskins. We'll see if he can put in a word to us, but for now, we're going to go ahead and get to the second place finisher, the 24 of Alan Young, able to stay determined in the race after having a little bit of issues, but he was able to come back and finish second. Alan, you got us?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. Well, walk us through your night. It was rather interesting. You were battling 44 of Michael Atkins Jr. for quite a while. It seems you guys just could not separate yourselves.
Yeah, it was a night. I got a decent qualifying effort, and the truck was actually good all night, and just came up a little bit short there at the end.
Yeah, it seemed you guys were doing pretty good throughout the night, and then that massive wreck happened with our leaders, and you and the 48 got into it a little bit. What happened there?
I was still in it going into one, and when I let off, the truck just kind of slid into him. So might have cost me the race, but I'll take second on my birthday. So.
Oh, well, a happy birthday to you, and what a good finish. It was very well done. Well, we're going to keep it pretty simple here tonight. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to or thank?
First of all, I got to thank LA Sim Sport, Lee, Ed, John. We got a great group of guys over there, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing this stuff. So, I mean, that's a great group of guys, and I just got to thank my family and everyone else that watches.
All right, well, it is much appreciated. And again, happy birthday, and congrats on the second place finish here tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that is the 24 of Alan Young bringing it home in second after qualifying 8th tonight. Did a great job, and we're going to go right on to our race winner. It is the 48 of Mitch. We brought him in for a quick word with about 10 laps to go. Mitch, able to bring it on home. How's it going?
Oh, it feels so good this win. My good, I've literally came so close to winning in this league so many times. This feels amazing.
Yeah, this is not only your first win, but it's your first top 5 finish, actually. Your second top 10 finish on the season. So you really have been putting in the race effort. Just the finishes have not been there for you. But finally, you closed it out, and even with a little bit of damage there from the 24. And he did say that, it was his fault to kind of slid up the track there. But, man, once you got out front, you were able to keep it.
I just my goal was just to run away from everyone, have everyone behind me, let them settle that for the finish. I just wanted to pull away and get my own little bubble.
Well, Mitch, I got to say we've known you for a long time, and I'm pretty happy for you right now. This win, I believe, as long as you keep in a certain bracket of the points standings, could get you in the chase later on in the year. So, how are you looking at the rest of your year now with this win under your belt?
Well, we gotta get in the. I don't know if this win will get us in the top 20 yet, but that's one more goal. We gotta get in the top 20, and then we're just gonna go for more wins. If I want one, I'm gonna get two. I want to get 3. I'll rack all the wins up.
All right, LeBron James.
Oh, this is just so feels great to win, man. It's been a long time. This has been such a struggle of a year at the shop. It's just this really is gonna help us for the rest of the season. Definitely, it's gonna help us out for the rest of the regular season.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, and you go on to Dover. You ready for that?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite tracks, man. Looking for 2 in a row, man. I always loved Dover. Dover's one of my tracks, and see if we can go back next week.
Awesome, man. Well, anybody you want to throw a couple shout outs to before we let you go?
I gotta thank GoPro, my sponsor. I gotta thank you guys at OCB for putting on these races every week. Without you guys, I don't think we are as big as it is today. And I gotta thank my boss. I gotta thank the boss man himself, Jim Foose. Just celebrated a birthday last week. I gotta thank my teammates, Michael. I gotta thank Zach. I gotta thank good old Stu, man. Everybody at Jim Foose Motorsports and JF2, man. So supported through this tough season for us, and bringing home a trophy back to the shop.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your first win of the year. Hopefully we see you here for many more. That's the 48 GoPro driver, Mitch Brown. Well, Katie, I mean, it was short, sweet, and to the point.
It really is. And these guys, I mean, they kept it interesting throughout the night, and it really was probably the worst place you could be. It seemed was in the lead, whether it was trying to run around lap down cars or just battling for the lead and just not having it. I mean, it was very interesting towards the end there. I tell you what, these guys really know how to race this track. I don't think I've ever seen a terrible race at Charlotte with this truck. I mean, it's always been very good races we've been treated to, and not a lot of small wrecks. It seemed there was a lot of big ones tonight. 6 cautions for 15 laps. So, man, it was a great race, and I don't know about you, but I am ready to go on to Dover because I think that'll be even more interesting with these guys.
Yes, it will. The Monster Mile, the concrete jungle at Dover International Raceway. I hate the place with a passion, but
I love it. I love watching it. I think I'm with you in terms of driving it, not a big fan, but watching races at Dover.
Yes.
Some of the best racing you can see.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, next week, Skeeter Flob's Kettlecorn 100 at Dover. You got 100 laps on tap. And I believe last minute here we did get a word from third place finisher Pete Baskins.
Yeah, Pete Baskins was not able to jump into the booth, but he did send us up a little memo real quick, and he wants to give a shout out to BVM, his team, his racing team, Baskins Vaughn Motorsports. He also wants to thank Sam Maxwell for sponsoring the race tonight, and he did say he wanted to apologize for hitting Sarah at the end there. No time to react. We saw it. I think a lot of people were really just trying to avoid all the action there right at the end. But either way, Pete Baskins had a great run tonight. Qualified 16th, finished third there. And overall, our top three finishers had a very eventful night. And I think they're thankful just to bring it on home right on the podium. And again, congratulations to the 48 of Mitch Brown as we head on over to Dover.
Yep, definitely. But I believe we're back on Thursday nights as well with the what are they called now? Northwest Truck Series. We are round one of the chase. I believe we're at Talladega. So that's gonna be just a cluster of emotions and everything.
You can say that again.
And yeah, so we got the race coming up midnight Eastern, 9 Pacific time here on the Off Camber TV YouTube, and that's also going to be on iracing.com/live. But I think it's about time we get on out of here and pack up our things and get ready to roll into Dover next week with the Sam Maxwell Customs ASRS Truck Series. So for Katie Reed, Cafe Olay, working the ones and twos, and myself, Wes the Mess, we are OCTV, and we would like to thank y'all for watching.